Hi everyone, this is Random Chat and I'm making yet another video from my summer house. And today I'm going to speak about how it pays to be an illegal immigrant in this country financially. As some of you may already know, I am temporarily out of work. Well, I say I'm out of work, but I'm waiting for a start date. I'm just waiting for my security checks to go through and the various other bits and pieces before I can start. But for 1 month, I have been claiming universal credit, which if you're not from this country, is something that you can claim when you're unemployed. Now my entitlement on universal credit is £400 per month, but out of that £400 I have to pay £75 on spare room tax. This is because I live in a 2-bedroom house on my own and have a spare room, so I'm penalised for having that spare room. So that's £75 that's got to come out of that £400. But on top of that, my water bill, £75 per month also. So you have to take that off that £400 that universal credit pays me. Also, I have gas and electric to pay, and that roughly works out around £140 per month. So what does that leave me per month out of my universal credit? Well, the answer to that is £110 per month to survive on. But I also have to pay a TV licence of £15 per month as well, along with my mobile phone and also my internet supplier as well. So this means I'm left with very little per month. Now the reason why I'm saying that illegal immigrants are better off than what we are when you're not working, because I was watching on YouTube an interview of an illegal immigrant by this reporter, asking him how much he got. And the answer was he got £40 per week. So that's £160 per month he gets. He was then asked did he pay any bills, gas, electric, water, rent, council tax, so on and so on. And the answer was no. So that means this illegal immigrant gets £160 per month to himself. And me, a British citizen, I am left with roughly around maybe £25, £30 if I'm lucky per week, and that is to pay for food. So roughly I am left with nothing. So it's no wonder why illegal immigrants are flooding to this country. So is this right that illegal immigrants are clearly getting more money than what British people are? There are people here in this country, British people, who are struggling to find work because it's not easy to find work in this country. Myself, I was lucky. I managed to get a job easy enough. Yes, I was unemployed for 4 weeks, and that was 4 weeks too long. But there are many people in this country who are unemployed for a very long time, and those people have to survive on what I have just pointed out, on how much I got from universal credit and how much I have to pay out each month. This is one of the reasons why the British people are living in poverty here in this country, and this is just another reason why British people are getting sick and tired with all these illegal immigrants getting priorities over British people. It is wrong. People like myself and many others who have paid their taxes for many years now have to live in poverty. But in my case, I'm lucky. I managed to get another job. But there are so many people living in this country who are not as lucky as I am. So I just thought I would make this quick little video regards to how bad it is living in this country when you are not working, and how that it's clear that other people coming here seem to be better off than we are. So let me know what your views are regards to living here in Britain. Are you struggling with the cost of living in this country as a British citizen? It has already been pointed out that we are on the borderlines of being a third world country with the amount of poverty we have here in Britain. And when you have just under 1.5 million people unemployed here in Britain, all these people are on the poverty line. The vast majority of this 1.5 million are financially struggling, are in debt, are in fear of losing their homes. And whilst we're living under a Labour government, things are only going to get worse for us financially. We've already heard how Keir Starmer promised us, the British people, that council tax would not go up in 2025. But it did, simply because Keir Starmer, as usual, lied to us. So lucky for me, I'm not living in poverty. I've just had to struggle for this 1 month. But there are many people in this country, Britain, who are struggling month after month, year after year, because they cannot find work for one reason or another. And this is wrong here in Britain. There are many people in this country who do want to work. They are not bone idle. They're not just sitting on their ass sponging off the state. The reason why they're unemployed is because they are struggling to find work for one reason or another, as I said. And being unemployed does demoralise you. It makes you feel like you're on the scrap heap. But I'm one of the lucky ones. I've managed to find work within 4 weeks, so I haven't had to struggle very long. And because of my last job and how much I was paid at the end of it as a final payment, I haven't really had to struggle, to be honest with you. I've just had to budget. So I haven't really had to literally struggle through the level of poverty. But I do feel sorry for those who do literally have to struggle on a weekly basis, especially when they've got families, having to rely on food banks because they cannot put food on the table because of the cost of living in this country and because of how much they get from universal credit. So if you are unemployed and you are watching this, keep on persisting at job searching. You will get there eventually. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. How little we get as British people when we are unemployed, and the cost of living here and how much we have to pay, leaving us with very, very little. It's bad enough when you're working and you've got to pay out all these bills, but when you're unemployed, it's even worse. So that's it from me. I'm Random Chat. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please feel free to check out all my other videos. So until my next video, which is not going to be too far away, it is goodbye for now. Thank you for watching.